Oh my god!
Wait, I do need to bring something else. So yes, Kerbo is in winners. He has some wiggle room to work with. Do you really want to give King that chance to get momentum? Do you really want to tempt that with a guy who has an arsenal of tournament-ready characters of no less than what, 6 or 7? You know, Kerbo obviously has a high caliber of gameplay, but you don't want to do that going up against him.
I mean, naturally, I'd agree with you, but Kerbo, I think the thing that separates him is his mentality. Like, I think Kerbo honestly believes that he is always going to win. And when you feel that way, you know, that doesn't cross your mind. It's like, all right, I got to set the gift. If I lose this, all right, cool, I'm playing Jax, and then it's going to get ugly. But right now, you want to talk about zoning at its finest. You can't get in. No. You stay on the beach, baby. Don't sleep on the beach either. All right, we killing ogres. You see this background? He's just killing everything.
Low-key, MK9 had some great stages, man.
Yes, and a lot of color.
I mean, even now, like, Kerbo finally gets in on King. Is he really going to be able to bring this all the way back? I mean, we know that Jax has some great pressure up close, has some great armor to work with as well. But all King needs is that space. And now, not only does he take that round, he has his back completely open to the rest of the stage.
Man, what we saw there at the end is just something very beautiful about MK9, and I think the thing people feel the most attached to the most is the movement. King got to jump back air to air and is able to dash forward and get the juggle. Like, it's just the freedom, the dash blocking, you know, just everything. The way everything flows so smooth is just the biggest part of this game. When you put that in the hands of the GOATs like King and Kerbo, it just looks amazing in practice.
I mean, it's literally like it really showcases the fluidity of movement that MK9 really has to offer. Now, granted, you and I are not going to sugarcoat anything. There's a lot wrong with this game out of the competitive part. But when you take a look at the movement, this is what peak MK9 looks like. This really is. I mean, you're taking a look at all of these air-to-airs into massive conversions, into corner positioning, and everything else you could ask for as far as conversions even go. That's what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, speaking of conversions, that's the one you don't want to see. That leads into a guaranteed 100% combo if you don't have the meter to break it. And yeah, Kerbo fishing it out. Armored capture and the sweet dreams there. I don't know why he has armor on that, but you know, why?
I forgot he had it. I forgot. I saw the flash. I'm like, oh my god, he has that too. I forgot.
How about more armor for you? The overhead elbow, you know, saves solid damage on breakable, and that's what Jax does, right? He just pummels you to death, 7%, 8% here until he can push you into the corner, and then you get hit, you launch, you die.
Well, you know what? At first glance, you know, I kind of doubted this pick, right? And it's still, it's not like a sure win against Freddy Krueger. But what I'm noticing, I think I know why Kerbo went with this pick to begin with, is that when he finally gets on Freddy, regardless of how much meter that King has,
unblockable, by the way.
The big hitbox is what's really hurting him right now. And Jax capitalizes so hard against bigger hitbox characters.
Absolutely. All right, going for the overhead. Still safe there with the EX. See, on safe 50-50s. Ooh, you love to see it. All right. Freddy Krueger at any time can escape, but no, the anti-air grab. Kerbo was sitting, looking for that, right? He'd been going to the jump grab, jump kick, you know, reactionary, but in that situation, looking for King, trying to shift his positioning on the stage, Kerbo just ready. Wants to get King to break as early as possible. Beautiful Doug going under that dash punch, which is a high.
You know what? And then even though Kerbo's not getting a ton of openings right now, look at his stage presence. He's always trying to keep King having his back towards that corner because he knows, regardless of the life deficit right now, if Kerbo can get on King and put his back to the corner, this game is actually over. Like, we know what Jax does in the corner with a bar meter, right?
Yep.
Like, man, I'm sure we've already seen it at some point tonight.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't think we have, but King, I was saying, doing the smart thing, right? Never going under 1 bar of beater. That way, if he gets caught in that position, he'll be able to break. And he's going in the nightmare stance here and there to add an extra, you know, special move to it to get more meter. And that's what he's doing. It's more about the resources than it is the positioning, because he knows that you're going to get hit eventually, and using the ability on the wake up to avoid that ground pound unblockable. And King just playing this so efficiently, so effectively with his back to the wall.
Yeah, and you know what? I like what King is starting to do now. He's starting to integrate that the nightmare stance canceling into the projectiles. Now wait a second.
If he gets hit here, he dies. But uses the
It's bad.
teleport to escape.
Wait a minute. All it takes is one touch. Okay, so now King finally does get a chance to close out the second game. But that was scary. I know it didn't look like it for a lot of people, but when Kerbo had King's back to the wall and forced King to break, if Kerbo happened to open him up once, the match was over. It was done. So then, like I mentioned before, I was a little bit late due to my exam, and I figured that Kerbo was showcasing Jax at some point. So for those that don't know, if Jax has you in the corner and he uses a bar of meter in that corner to do the ground pound, it's a guaranteed unblockable reset. There's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Yeah,
so like right here, this is scary for King. He cannot get touched.
Yeah, he's gonna die from the pressure. Anyway, here it is. He doesn't need it.
He's gonna use it. He's gonna use it. Nothing you can do about that. That is a guaranteed reset, and that's exactly what me and KP are talking about.
Yeah, I mean, he could have 1-2'd him, juggled him, and got the dash punch for the finisher, but he wanted to, you know, swag on him a little bit, or make sure he had just enough damage on there, as instead of looking for the backdash, chasing him down with the EX dash punch, King looking for the neutral duck to escape, and yeah, not enough frames to lock that down, not a true trap, but playing the pokes at a distance where Kerbo was looking to close the gap with the dash punches just worked wonders for King, and getting a lot of knowledge out of it. That is a beautiful round, and as somebody who loves to see zoners thrive, because it is hard, regardless of anybody's telling you, to keep somebody out, especially in the game with such great movement like MK9. Here's the trouble, he has to break. But luckily for King, Kerbo does not have the meter to fire off any resets.
And it's really smart. I love what King is doing when he knocks down Kerbo. He's going for a lot of down fours because he knows that in that mid-range, there's nothing Jax can do as a wake-up. If he wakes up with that dash punch, he's going to get hit by King's down four. And if he times it right, he can actually convert off of it. But now, sitting full screen, King getting all the zoning out of the way. There's so much damage, bit by bit by bit. And all it takes is one hit by either. No.
Oh, opportunity strikes, teleports away, trying to build more bar. And yeah, big time opportunity for ForeverKing, and sends out both claws. That's going to cover the air and recover quick enough for him to get the free spike on the ground. So that was a checkmate situation. Freddy Krueger. Yeah, Jax, I know you spent a lot of time in the farm, you know, after MKX, and you just wanted to go away and live your life and, you know, let your kids be adults and everything, but Freddy doesn't care for the rest that you're trying to have. That is when he is at his most dangerous, and wow, just a few pixels away from the dash punch to set it off.
I'm honestly, I'm not sure if sticking with Jax was the right move. Yes, I know he's on the winner's side, but like, it's just not momentum you want to be giving King, right? So like, Kerbo's playing great. Don't get me wrong. These games are
Toasty boost.
No, let me see it.
Oh, nobody came in with the toasty boost. I was definitely. You saw my reaction. I was ready. Do you remember?
Imagine getting a toasty boost 10 years later.
Hey, listen, I would have got it right there. Forward, back four, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, of course you.
Bro, it's literally dash and then sweep. I had the easiest baby whatever. Oh no, and the armor on the sweet dreams, and Kerbo with the break. Wow, he really wants this round. Has no choice. Yeah, this is invincible teleport or wake up. He gets away for free. You can't stop this. And the pressure, smashing pokes, and the anti-air on the down one. King. Yeah, there was no way he was gonna lose that round. But man, Kerbo, I told you, man, every time out, he thinks he's gonna win.
Yes, but you know what? That confidence is a blessing and a curse because he just lost all that meter.
Yeah.
He's in somewhat of a decent position right now to be able to close out this second round, being that we just mentioned how Jax is with his corner pressure. But at the same time, none of that matters if you can't get in. ForeverKing's zoning is so on point right now. He's mixing up perfectly with the projectiles, the ground claws, the nightmare stance, and everything else in between.
Oh, he went for the gotcha grab block after the forward 4-1-4. Oh, and here's an opportunity. King has to break now. Can't get hit. Oh, sweet dreams. Looking for it.
Yeah, plus you're dead. You're dead. If he doesn't drop this, he takes the round.
Yeah, okay, drop this, Kerbo, baby. There's no way. He's too sweaty.
So now he gets King off of that breaker. King doesn't have a breaker to work with, so maybe Kerbo can make something happen. And now again, it's right back to where we started. It's a positioning game. You're going to take some health working your way in, but it matters. The only thing that matters is what you do with it when you finally get in. But the question is, will that happen?
Like you want to duck under the glove toss, right? But then the spike is there. Oh, excuse me. Nah, you're cheating. You're actually cheating. You deserve this.
I hate this game.
Yo, you're actually cheating, bro. He just high crushed that.
You're dead. You're dead. Like, that one thing cost you the entire
this game sucks, bro. Wait a minute.
Nah, no shot, right?
Wait,
no.
Unless?
No shot.
Unless? No, okay.
Bro, he down forward and the hurt box moved it out of the way of the ground pound that was right underneath his feet.
Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, Freddy puts one hand back and he puts 1 foot forward, so the hitbox was right under his ass. So he just like sat up over an unblockable ground pound. Nice, bro. Sick hitbox. You love to see it.
Out of here. I'm sweating looking at stuff like that. And here we go. Now that was the bracket reset. So now both of them. This is the last set of the entire tournament, and you can tell Curbo's feeling it a little bit because look who we see on the screen.
All right, you know exactly what it is, baby. It's here to close it out. We talked about momentum from King would be enough for him to continue forward if he was able to steal that set away. But on the other side of that coin, you don't really get the Cabal experience. You got to come into it just ready. However, blocking that EX Nomad dash, King seems to be picking up exactly where he left off.
Now, here's the thing. He's playing great in that mid screen, but Freddy has a big hitbox, and going up against Cabal here, he has to break this, right? There's no way he just lets it slide.
You would think you were going to, but now you put yourself in a position where you're going to read the Nomad mix-up and you're just going to eat this and die? Hello?
No. I don't know what he was trying to go for. Maybe he felt a little bit confident in the follow-up, but the moment you get opened up, and if you don't break off that first 2 hits or whatever, Curbo's just going to use the unbreakable damage and finish him. That's exactly what he did, so very smart by him. King has the meter advantage, but that doesn't mean too much when you're going up against Cabal. Look at the full screen, look at the meter building. Now he has to break. The next hit by either character is going to hurt, and this is horrendous.
Yeah, do you remember how how the startup is on the low buzzsaw?
Wasn't it like literally 0 frames or like a 1 frame startup?
Yes, it is. It is literally 0 frames, bro. That shit is broke. If you press back 3, it's coming out no matter what. But unfortunately for Curbo, right, we'll have to see that again. It doesn't matter. You press the input, it's coming out, and just a raw Nomad dash on the call out. And you know what? Talking of that, right, and we talked of just the feel of MK9, right? PLN is evil titles, and a lot of people at the top level, MK9 is a lot of feel, right? You're gonna just go for it and do the thing because there's just no way you're gonna react to that. Whether or not your opponent knows, they just can't. When it comes to Cabal, that Nomad dash, anytime you make it a threat and neutral to just come out raw, you can get your opponent to block for any extended beyond what they normally would like to do.
Right. And then here, like, yes, King got Curbo off the meter, but there's just no way that you go through that, right? Like, there's no way you pull that round away from a player like Curbo using a character like Cabal. There's just no way. You know, we're seeing a lot. King is doing reasonably well in that mid screen, but the moment it gets full screen, yes, he's getting a couple trades off, but it's just not helping him. And then especially up close, Curbo's just dominating. And rightfully he should, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna build a little bit of meter here. Stand him up. I'll keep him in pressure. Why are you so crispy? Curbolicous. Oh, talk to this man. He tries to press a button. It is not your turn. Hit confirms. Had to take it back a little bit right there. Just in case you didn't see it the first time. This is a beautiful symphony of mix-up magic. Don't run from me. I am ball.
There's literally nothing you can do. That whole sequence of pressure was all completely real. Now, Freddy has a big hitbox, has to hold all of that, has one armor move, but it's too slow. All Curbo has to do is react to it. He gets a flash parry. By the way, Kalal has a flash parry as well. So even through all of this zoning, maneuvering all over the screen, he has other tools to work with to get through the zoning. We went from corner to corner in, what, 20 seconds?
Stop. And then everything you do, like all that blocking, he can just throw you for free. Like, I hope you're looking for it. On top of that, and whenever you want to reset neutral, it works out. King able to get something going now. A lot of that's so sick. Why can't I wait? Not like this.
No. See now, King wants to hold on to the meter right now, but this could seriously. Okay, the drop.
Wow, and King believing in the heart of Ed Boon, I guess. He just had the knowledge that his opponent was going to drop it and got greedy. 3 bars of meter, able to sit on it. I mean, I understand, huge risk, but it did work out in his favor thus far. So, to the victor goes the spoils. Round 3, King trying to tie it up in 1 game apiece.
And so now, you know what the other thing we haven't really talked about as far as Cabal goes? We haven't seen the overhead hooks that are safe as well. There's a whole 50-50 even after Cabal's pressure ends. And I love how King is using his meter. He's saving all the meter from the zoning and saving it for that breaker, because realistically, you need breaker against Cabal as much as possible. No amount of perfect play is going to save you from getting opened up, so you need to be ready for when that happens.
How about some better bait at full screen there? He eats another. This is about 4 or 5. And this set alone, full screen, no man dashes. Oh, and just a little bit short. And a meaty jump kick, Kerbo timing that. And again, it's MK9, so you can get that jump kick pretty deep on
Kung
wake
Lao,
up.
right? Yeah, he has to go Kung Lao. This was the comfort pick for him way back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at a game where, you know, offense was so heavily promoted that you have to fight back. Otherwise, you're going to get chipped beyond belief. And then when you get desperate and feel like you need to press a button, that's exactly when Cabal comes. But now King pulling out the reads of his own that spin out of block to get the launch, drops the following combo. But I love the idea. He's letting Kerbo know that he's out here and the bird is here, baby. Open up. We don't play neutral on the ground. This is MK9.
Oh, man. You know what? But Kerbo knows exactly how to stop that. And I love Kerbo's instant adaptation. King went for the spin to call out the pressure, so now Kerbo's just finishing everything in either overhead or low. With that overhead sword or the low buzzsaw, he's not even going to give King that chance to do it. And look at the movement. By both these guys, look at the movement.
Hey, 2 of them things. Yes, with the teleport combo swag. Pick him up, get the just frame. Yes.
Has a chance. King has a little bit of a life lead, but that's not going to say much. Kerbo still
no,
has a chance to bring this back.
It's over. And wow, teleport into the 3 instantly. Doesn't matter about any follow-up. Just wanted to hit right then and there. And ForeverKing looking exceptionally crispy here. And on his last lifeline.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good first step in what is going to be a long journey if King wants to make this work. I mean, he's down 2-0. The bracket reset already happened, and Kerbo is on fire with Cabal. Now, nice conversion here. Forcing Kerbo to break. I'm not too sure if that was really worth it at
got
that
him.
point. Oh, this is big.
Oh, yeah, pick it up.
Look at the momentum starting to shift. You can feel it. You can feel it.
Mixing it up now. Yes, everywhere. The bird Lao is here, baby. And King opening up the book, reminding you exactly how he got his name early on. I think King actually won his first tournament that he went to, which is OD. And it's just fantastic resume throughout the years, every NRS game now, right? Probably his weakest in MK11, but still King. And oh yeah, baby, that is the win we know and love. Got a busted eye, who cares? Half of my shoulder's been clawed off, no big deal. Oh, look at my bicep. There's a piece of my band that's missing. It should fall off, but physics, we don't worry about that in another row.
So now, if I'm Kerbo, yeah, I was gonna say there's no way you stick with Cabal. Your other main deals with Kung Lao perfectly, and he knows that too. He's not trying to bring this to a game 5 in the last round of grand finals on the first online, well, I guess technically online MK9 tournament in God knows how long. Outside of Combo Breaker, this is the first MK9 tournament in what, 9 years? Outside of Combo Breaker, he doesn't want to give this up, and we're looking at it right now. He makes a quick switch to Johnny Cage, already paying off huge. Cage has that ability to keep not just King, but Kung Lao as a character on the ground, and that's not where he wants to be.
Yeah, it also enhances Kerbo, you know, to the spectators. Once I see him pick Johnny Cage, I feel like it's back to Kerbo's just way better than everybody once again, and that first round was very indicative of that. However, King not laying down. Again, wow, walks out of the range, called out the wake up 10 years ago.
Oh my God.
He knew you wanted to do that back in 2011 now. Ugh. Come back.
That little hit confirmed there. Life lead virtually non-existent. Both of them pretty much working on the same mount, but King has a massive meter advantage. Now Kerbo going with the 4-3-3, couldn't really get a hit confirm off of it. Now King, you see all this 1-1-2 pressure into pretty much canceling that teleport.
Thank God, hello, you're out here, King, with the wake up EX teleport. I think he was looking for Kerbo to try to jump over him or anything of that nature, but whatever it was, he believed in his life. Just put everything on the line. The actual tournament was on the line there, and it happened to work out in his favor. These are the reads that people of this caliber make at the perfect time to progress this deeply. And nice crossover, cross under, excuse me, back 3 to keep things flowing. Tournament victory road 30%-ish away at this point for Kerbo. That's 1 BNB into guaranteed follow-up pressure.
So now Kerbo really is on tournament point right now, but at the same time, no meter to work with for either character. This is literally anybody's hit right now. And one more touch will do it for anyone. Is Kerbo going to be able to close this out, or are we going to be able to see game 5? King doing everything he can to stay as slippery as possible. The down 2. Evening out. No! The missed punish. Wait.
He has another opportunity. Kerbo leaving the door wide open. Here's a poke going for the throw. He's going to need one more straight. Anything will do it. Looking for the roll, the forward three. And Kerbo, no, he drops it. And the King drops it. And then Curry steals it. I can't do this anymore. That's not what I signed up for. This is not what I signed up for.
I'm actually out of my seat right now. There's no way.
This is so ugly.
I can't. Wait, hold on.
I can't. Press the fucking button, Aquaman. Let's get it. Tournament point, reset, game 5, the end of it all. ForeverKing, bringing all the magic out. This is what 10 years of greatness looks like, and this is how the Elder Gods repay you for your gift of skill.
Now here we go. King, you see he's doing a lot more movement now, because even when Kerbo tries to get that hit confirm, a lot of times it's hard to follow up on, but not that time. Going for a 29% in the restand. Here's that corner pressure. King trying to just switch positions. At the very least, switch positions. Uses that breaker, but now he just puts himself right back. That breaker was useless.
Kerbo might just not be better, bro. King is here, is showing up, trying to make this a match to remember. Well, it's already there. Just need a finale as clean as ever to close it out. There's a throw. Hulk gets that. Oh, and breaks it. Kerbo does not want to put himself in a chip damage territory.
Wait, this is gonna go into restand. 4-4 into the nut punch. Is this chip?
Yeah,
it's chip.
Yes. This is not real life. There's no way. This is not real life. The dash back. He kept that punish in the archives, ready to pull it out at the perfect time, and it is now once again 3 in a row tournament point for Curbolicous. Can he finally close it out, or will ForeverKing take us to the final?
King has a breaker to work with, but honestly, these little bits of damage by Kerbo, it doesn't really leave King room to use that breaker. King going with the 1-1 into the grab. He's playing it a lot slower now. We're seeing a lot more like single hits into grab and really just trying to keep that movement going, forcing Kerbo to pretty much overextend himself into a hit confirm. But at the same time, one little hit confirm, that's going to be it for King. Kerbo, tournament point. Both of them have a breaker to work with. So next hit, 100%.
Oh my God!
Losing that breaker.
He's whipping the bird. Lauis up, gets the interruption this time, getting close to that X-ray. We know King loves to save that meter. We'll see what happens here. But Johnny Cage also sitting on it, spins it, immediately gets through on the wake up, and he doesn't commit, but he's alive still. No, he chases down the red kick, looking for the mix-up stagger and the down one. Yes, Curbolicous finds the smallest of openings that he was looking for. A very ugly scramble once again, and although we don't look at either one of these players as the king of the scramble, it was Curbolicous tonight, able to escape with the luxury of a set to give, and King being desperate in his quest, coming up just shy. Man, surprise nobody is Curbolicous. Congratulations, but man, you made us have a heart attack.